y'all? Welcome back to my content. So we're gonna be checking out Kaiju Sentai thoughts on the Man vs. Tuesday, which was a disaster. You've already seen my rant and my reaction to it, and we're gonna check out his thoughts, and you're gonna hear my opinions on this as well. So shout out to Kaiju Sentai once again. So let's hop on to it.
What's up, everyone? I'm the Kaiju no Kami, and well, I just wanted to do this little video about Hasbro's live stream yesterday for Power Rangers. Normally, I don't do reactions to live streams because I don't think they're worth it. But I have to say that this one, I just felt I needed to because holy crap, Hasbro. I don't know if anyone is watching this from your team, but wow. Your Power Rangers live stream sucked. It was like the worst live stream in the history of live streams, and that's saying something because there are a lot of shitty live streams out there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, wow. This is pre-recorded, so it's not live stream, funny enough. Maybe I should have done a live stream to talk about how bad the live stream was, but that was kind of a paradox, wasn't it? Besides, who cares? I'm not going to edit this at all, so any mess ups I make, it'll be just like it was live streamed. But okay, obviously, I'm a Power Rangers fan. I'm a Super Sentai fan. I have 38 Sentai series reviewed on my channel. I just finished recording a review for my next Kamen Rider series. You can see my Power Ranger toys in the background.
Yeah.
Ow. Here, over there, there. Well, some you can't see because they're below here, but you can see a lot of them.
Yeah. Bandai,
Okay.
Hasbro.
But this was like the first live stream since like November, I think. And November's live stream was just to talk about their Megazord for their Zap program. And this live stream was the first one, so I was like, cool. We're finally going to get some information on the Lightning Collection Wave 12. We're going to get announcements for what the next Deluxe Collection is going to be. We're going to finally learn what the next monsters are going to be.
Yeah.
And then it was a sword, a piñata, a helmet, which was previously announced. I think the sword was previously announced. And a previously announced Dragozord. And the only truly new things, but they were already leaked online, and we already knew they were coming because the others were done, were the Ninjetti versions of...
Now, mind you, I covered the Rocky and Data Ranger in the past. Now, that was already confirmed. You see my video on it, go check it out. But as far as like the Lord Dragon helmet, that's already been confirmed. The Power Sword and Power Lance, that was not really seen. The Power Sword was, but the Power Lance wasn't. But aside of the live stream, it was a complete embarrassment, like I said. And my full thoughts on this whole thing towards the end of the video. Let's continue.
Red, pink, and yellow, but again, we already knew they were happening because everyone else had already happened. So obviously they weren't going to leave them dangling. And it was like 2 minutes of announcements within 11 minutes of padding.
It was basically nothing. That's all it was nothing.
Okay.
That's exactly how I felt.
I don't know, Hasbro. What the hell's going on?
Yeah.
You spent all this money on the Power Rangers franchise. Act like it. You know what? I understand it's a baby line. I understand.
I wouldn't call it a baby line. I just think it's a small brand that is trying to get off its ground. But it wasn't even like how it was 30 years ago when Mighty Morphin came out. But I feel like nowadays it's just a joke. Started with the Neo Saban era. That was a horrendous era of Power Rangers. But I feel like when Hasbro brought the company in 2018, we all thought it was going to be something different. But instead, it was still some Neo Saban-ish feeling. Even in Dino Fury. So I guess you could say there's some things improvement, but some things are still not from the Neo Saban. That's what I'm trying to say. The point I'm trying to make here is that when it comes to Hasbro and the Power Rangers as a whole, I just feel like they don't even know how to put in a lot of thought and effort into the products. Yet you give us some good Lightning Collection figures at your live shows, but as far as like, putting the effort into the whole product, not just the toy line, but for the TV show, it really goes to show you that you have no business owning a childhood franchise. If you're not going to put in a thought and effort to it, don't work on it, period. I feel like I could go on and on about this. Let's continue.
Star Wars Black and Marvel Legends didn't become perfection overnight. They had to take their time. I'm cool with that. But at least it felt like you were trying to improve. With this tells me you don't even know what you're doing at all. You're not trying to improve. You're just doing it because you own the rights to it.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I know people are like, oh, stop showing Mighty Morphin. I get it. Mighty Morphin is a big part of the franchise. Mighty Morphin is the biggest seller. Fine. I understand that. I've got no problem with that. I mean, my top 3 favorite Sentai series were what became Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. So, I can't say, oh no, how dare they give me more Ranger product? Or, eventually, oh no, how dare they give me more...
I think that's the one thing I'm noticing in the fandom, like, it's too much Mighty Morphin. Like, I get it, it's the first of the franchise, but you gotta understand Mighty Morphin sells a lot, unlike other PR seasons. Although they do, but it's not what made Mighty Morphin big in the first place as far as like money selling goes. Food for thought.
Product, how horrible. But try to make it seem like you care about your product.
They don't.
Look at what the G.I. Joe team does in their live streams. They have new physical products to show they're going on pre-order like that day or the day after. They reveal digital renders of upcoming products that will then get revealed physically in the next live stream.
Yeah.
They show off diorama shots. They show off their displays they were using to make the diorama shots for there. They'll have guest stars to talk about the significance of a figure. They will do all this stuff and it feels like it's engaged, that it's pre-planned, that they rehearsed what they're going to talk about. They're going to have fun with this. This Power Rangers segment, it was cringy, and now sometimes...
No, that whole thing was cringe all the way through. The Asian guy, I don't like him. Not because of the skin color, but I just don't like his personality. Every time he's on FanFest Friday or Tuesday, he brings in a new PR product, and the way he presents it is so cringeworthy. Like, I grit my teeth, I get goosebumps. I get goosebumps every time they do stuff like this, and my hair stands up on my arm. Every time I see people trying to sing a theme song, if they don't have a voice, please don't sing it. Because I get cringed every time. I hate it. It sucks. I don't like what I saw yesterday because I feel like these are the people that do not respect the product. Maybe they do, but it's the way they present it to us. You know what? This was like a big FU to the fans that were waiting anxiously for something big, like an announcement for a new TV show or a reboot. And what we got 2 days ago, no. What we got yesterday was, all there is was just nothing. And I've said it in my Rant video before, and I'm gonna say it again. What we had yesterday was complete garbage. It was nothing. No part 2 news of Dino Fury. No news of the upcoming season after Dino Fury. No reboot of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers on Netflix or any other stuff. We did not get none of that. All we got was just a bunch of people who didn't even bother to care about a franchise like Power Rangers that has huge potential. And what I saw was an embarrassment. People that did not take it seriously, people that wasted our time, people that insulted our intelligence. What I saw was disrespect, cringeworthy, embarrassment. It's just bad. Come on now.
Love the pinata commercial, especially with how the bad acting was being done on purpose.
No, but it was terrible.
They didn't feel like the other stuff. They had rehearsed their lines. They felt like they were just looking at the teleprompter going.
And you want to know, I think the one thing I noticed that too, they must really think that just because Power Rangers is a kids show, I could give them the right to act bad. I've seen multiple kids shows that have better acting. But I think when it comes to Power Rangers, it's all bad acting. Like, I don't understand what is the deal with Hollywood when it comes to Power Rangers. Oh, they think Power Rangers is for kids. So that means that you have to act terrible. Mind you, kids know good acting and bad acting when they see it. That crappy Piata commercial, that was a sign of an FU to us. They clearly did that on purpose. I don't know who works at Hasbro, who the manager is, but if Brian Golder was alive today, he would have fired these people and hired people that know Power Rangers, that are passionate about the franchise, without making it so cheesy and cringy like these people did.
And you are Bill. Oh wait, you're not Bill, are you?
Yeah, that's exactly how it was.
Yeah, it just... It wasn't funny the way it should have been funny because it didn't come off natural. At all. It was funny in a terrible, bad way. And I don't understand what the problem is, Hasbro. Again, you paid all this money for this franchise and you don't seem to know what you're doing. I was giving you some leeways with the quality, with dropping quality control because we were in the middle of a pandemic and it was a new line. But you need to show some form of improvement at this point. How is it that your White Ranger figure, the Kiba Ranger one, is still one of the best figures from your toy line 3 years later? I mean, I love my Time Force Red, but his paint issues are horrifying. His helmet stripe is not painted symmetrically. The In-Space Rangers, their chests, squares are not painted symmetrically. The stripes on their helmet.
That In-Space Pink Ranger or helmet is not good. I feel like okay, here's the thing. Here's what I don't understand. The A Squad Pink Ranger helmet was much faithful towards the Space Ranger's helmet. But the In-Space Ranger itself is a complete opposite. And they need to re-release the Mighty Morphin Red Ranger like Jason, and please have his silver stripe on the Red Ranger helmet be included, much like how you did with the metallic Red Ranger helmet. Have Jason's be the same way. But it's unfortunate that what they're doing with this brand is like they're not even trying to be better at it. And the face sculptures, I feel like they're just making the Mighty Morphin Rangers look terrible. The only people that look right were Trini and Tommy. But as far as like, no, Jason was fine. Billy and Kimberly and Zach, they all look terrible. But when it came to Adam and Aisha looks like it's the closest, but it's not like how her actress looked in '95 back then. But I think Kat's figure, it doesn't even look like Kat still. I seriously don't know who is behind the face sculptures of the Mighty Morphin Rangers, but they need to make sure that it looks like the actors. Just saying.
Red and pink that have the stripe on one side is like there, at the center they're like that. I don't know if you can see it, but like Ecliptor is awesome, but why did you paint his green, the green on the part of the arm that should be silver? Why didn't you paint that silver? You didn't even need to paint the little lines on it. It's just, it's little things. I don't understand, Hasbro. What is going on? I could run your toy line better because I could do it better. I'd be there, like, with the Sentai books. Okay, did these details get right? Or as right as they can get in toy form? I'm not expecting everything to be 100% accurate to the show. It's kind of impossible. Creating things 100% to be the same? Fine, I'm not expecting that, but come on. Some things you gotta be trying. Like, I refuse to buy the SPD, oh my god, what was Deca Break's name in SPD now? Oh, I can't, Omega Ranger. The 6 rumor numero was too thick. I didn't buy it because it was too thick, and then the backside was just gone. Like, the backside was not even there. That was like an old Bandai style where the back would not even have any paint on it.
Hasbro, at some point, are just copying what Bandai did with the toys. Releasing figures with no extra paint or details. Because I feel like every time I look at the toys, I think of Bandai when it comes to missing paint jobs and missing details. Because I feel like Hasbro has become the new Bandai in the worst way possible. But as far as like the stream goes, that was a sign of things going downhill from there. So let's continue.
I don't understand how you can do so much great and then mess up in such little areas that end up overshadowing the good. Like, apparently people forget that you guys are doing Monsters of the Week because they're so pissed off, and other stuff is like, Bandai didn't give us fully posable Eye Guy, King Sphinx, Pudgy Pig, Pumpkin Wrapper.
They did in the 90s.
They never did Monsters from Mighty Morphin since like 1996? 95? So, yeah, I don't agree that Bandai was doing better. But at the same time, I'm just dumbfounded. I don't understand why this seems to be so hard for you, Hasbro. Get people on your team that actually care about the brand, that know about the brand. Like, clearly, the dude, I can't think of his name, the guy who's doing the Zord Ascension project. Clearly, he likes the brand because he knows what he's doing, even though he's trying to make the Zords look too realistic. And that's my thing. That's why I don't see a reason to replace my SOCs, is because those Zords, the Megazord just looks way too realistic looking with the details. They should be show accurate in details, not looking like they're trying to be some realistic robot. I don't know, but this live stream, that was just awful. What is going on, Hasbro? Do you need people that are...
They do. Because at some point, whoever is running Hasbro, they do not know nothing about anything Tokusatsu, Sentai, Kamen Rider, Power Rangers, etc. If they're putting out figures that are missing important details, then they have no business releasing toys in the first place. Let alone announcing the next season or announcing a reboot for the next TV show, movie, etc. on Netflix. But as far as like the toy goes, I think they need to hire somebody that knows a lot about Power Rangers and Sentai altogether. And it's clear to me that they really do need somebody who is an expert, not someone who does not know about anything about Power Rangers related, period. And what we've seen in our stream yesterday was a sign for help. More like cry for help.
General, to help you out, to run your brand, because if so, maybe you should communicate. In fact, that might be the biggest issue of all. You guys have no communication going around for the Power Rangers brand. People are finding out new toys exist when they find them on toy shelves. That's not how it should work. Granted, the same thing just happened with Marvel and the Thor Love and Thunder wave, but that's like once in a long time. Power Rangers is happening more often than not. Like, people found out that Outright Killer, Dino Thunder White, existed from him being on toy shelves.
That's probably the
people found, I think, In Space Silver was found at a toy store before he was actually announced.
Oh yeah, all but the leaks. thanks to social media.
Communication is key. Communicate better with your fans, and your fans will hopefully not be as toxic as they have been being.
Yeah.
Granted, a lot of fans have been way more toxic than they should be, because apparently they think it's okay to be toxic because it's online.
Yeah.
I get being pissed off, especially after yesterday's live stream. It was hard for me to want to even defend anything Hasbro has done, but being toxic is not gonna fix the issue. So, yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think Hasbro is really screwing up the brand? Do you think they just don't know what they're doing? Do you think I don't know. What do you think? Tell me in the comments.
I think it's obvious to me that they are screwing up right now. But so far, they have done some good things with the brand, like introducing Dino Fury as the Hasbro exclusive season, giving us some good quality Lightning Collection figures, and introducing the Ninja Turtles and Power Rangers crossover. And you know what? I think the next time they should do like a Fan First Friday or a Fan First Tuesday live stream, do not bring back those people that did the first Fan First Tuesday. This was a middle finger to all of us that have been waiting anxiously and patiently for whatever live stream that they got going on. And apparently what we saw was a slap in the face. People that are not passionate about Power Rangers should not be on a live stream. That piano thing was cringeworthy. It's terrible, it sucked, it's just bad, all the way bad. And I feel like ever since Brian Golder, the CEO of Hasbro, passed away last year, I feel like that was a sign of things are looking really terrible. And what we've seen yesterday was a prime example of how not to present things if you're not prepared or ready to introduce us to different things. So we got the Power Sword and the Dragon Sword and the Dragon Sword in battle mode. Those are not 100% finished yet, but I like the concept, and I like how the dude was saying how based on the concept art, they wanted to make sure that everything was included, but everything else was trash. And I'm just gonna say this right here. If any company that owns a childhood franchise should always treat it with respect. Because if you're spending all of that money on one childhood franchise that we grew up and loved, that we still watch right now, and there's nothing wrong with that. Put time and thought into one product. At least show that you care about the franchise. Just put love and care about your products, especially with the Lightning Collection, because the fans pretty much expect better from any other company. Ninja Turtles, Dragon Ball Z, Mortal Kombat, Power Rangers, you name it. All the other brands, all the other franchises, they all expect better. But I'm starting to worry about what is the future of Power Rangers under Hasbro if they continue to slip up bad like this. I just hope and pray that the next time they do a stream like this, make sure that it's meaningful. Bring in people that care about the products. Because what happened on Tuesday's stream was a complete disrespect to the Power Rangers brand. And that new lady, she looked like she didn't want to be there at all. Didn't really know her lines or whatever. She looks like she does not know nothing about the Power Rangers brand. Next time, do better, be better. That's all I gotta say.